Hey, welcome back in another Vagrant tutorial. My name is Vipin Kumar, and this tutorial for build and manage Windows machine with the Vagrant. Uh, to build and manage Windows machine with the Vagrant, we require some additional software along with the VirtualBox and Vagrant. We required Chocolaty. We require Packers. So we are going to install and configure Chocolaty and Packer tools, and then we are going to build or run Windows machine with the Vagrant file, and we are going to install the IIS during the Vagrant up process. It means that once the it means that the Vagrant will hand over the Windows 2012 server with the IIS installation to you. So you don't require to install IIS manually or separately. It is going to be installed in part of build process. Uh, Chocolaty on the Windows machine. So what is the Chocolaty? Chocolaty is a Windows software management tool or package management tool. With the help of Chocolaty, you can manage or install, upgrade or uninstalled the software on Windows platform very effectively. Also, it is very useful when the software is available only in binary format or package format. So it is going to download the source code from the source location, compiling it and installing on your Windows machine. Similar way, so let's start or install the Chocolaty on your Windows box. So this is a website and installation guide. You can go ahead and follow the instruction, or you can read all the instruction on this URL. So first we have to look at your PowerShell execution policies. So I'm on Windows 10. If it is restricted, so you can read here. If it is restricted, follow that following steps, or you can go different step. So now say yes, access the registry key. So okay, so basically you have to run the PowerShell in admin privilege. If you go and run head administrator, uh, you should able to fix the problem. So let's do it once again. We will do same process, but with this time we will run the PowerShell as a administrator. Restricted, yes. Yes, we good now. Let's confirm that all assigned. Okay. So Chocolatey has been installed on the machine. The next steps is to configure install the packer. So you can go ahead and download or read more about the packer. What is the packer and how it is going to build your machine. So packer is a machine image build tool, and with help of the packer you can build any type of the machine and machine image, or you can share these machine image with anyone. So currently packer supporting um, uh, most of images, like with help of the packers you can create machine image for AWS EC2, Azure, GCE. Uh, you can uh, you can build image for digital oceans. You can configure that. You can build and configure the image for the cloud stack, VirtualBox, and VMware. So you can you can build any kind of the image for any any such provider. So we require to install the Packer to build image for Windows 2012 server for the VirtualBox. So let's use the Chocolaty to install the Packer, because Packer is available in the binary format or in the packaging format. So if you type Choco, install Packer. Okay, Choco. Yeah, first, oh sorry, we haven't installed the Choco yet. We just uh, fix the problem for the PowerShell set execution policy. So let's start first. Let's install the Chocolaty. So that is the steps to install the Chocolaty for the Windows box. So you can go ahead and copy the entire line. It is not getting copy. Okay, copy. Okay, so download string. So currently we are installing the chocolate components on the Windows 10 machine, and after that we are going to install and configure package via chocolatey tools. So currently it is downloading the chocolatey software and installing on your Windows machine. So let's wait to get it completed. Okay, it is almost done. Yes, Chocolatey has been installed. Let's verify. Yes. Now we can install the Packer with Choco. So Chocolatey downloading the binary file for the package and compile it and installing on your machine. The packers is required to build a image for Windows 2012. Uh, so yes, say yes. So once the packer get downloaded, okay, packer has been uh, download on this machine. We can confirm. Yes. So we have installed the Chocolatey, we have installed the Packer, we have installed the VirtualBox, we have installed the Vagrant. So we are good to complete the next steps. So for the next steps, you required a couple of the template files and ISO file. So for your convenient, I uploaded all the supported files and the vagrant file on my GitHub account. You can go ahead and download the entire repository, and you also required a ISO file. So that is a link to download a ISO file for Windows 2012, a evaluation copy. So you can go ahead and download before before we start to uh, uh, build up the machine with help of the Packer, because Packer require a ISO file, a valid ISO file. So I have already downloaded or I have downloaded the entire folder here. And once you complete, or once your ISO file download process completed, you have to move your ISO file uh, in this folder, that is ISO folder. You have to move your ISO file, downloaded ISO file, into this folder or into this location. And once you complete this location, go back and here. So Packer will look at a template to build a machine image. We I have not it is not mine template. I This is honestly template uh, uh, provided by GeoFit, or you can say this is these templates are available or provided by uh, uh, what is called GeoFit G, uh, GeoFitzy Greld. And this guy uh, provided templates not only for Windows 2012. The templates are available for all major operating systems. So you can go ahead and download any template with your requirement, or you can go ahead and read out all the templates with for your reference. So for a simplified process, to install Windows 2012, I just took a took an idea or a content from the template, and modify the template according my requirement, upload it on my GitHub account. So if your requirement is matching with my requirement, then you are feel free to use that template. Otherwise, you can go ahead and download the whole template and modify according your requirement. Excuse me. Okay, so the first file we have to look at, this is Windows 2012 JSON file, because Packer look at configuration setting from this file. So this is very simple file. Uh, the type, it is saying that create the build image for the virtual machine. If you are trying to build a image for AWS EC2, then you have to write AWS kind of the image, or AMS AWS ID or AMS ID. So you can define the type for which provider you are trying to create or build a image. For my requirement, I am creating for the virtual box. And the communicator will be Windows remote machine. For the Linux, it can be SSH. And the ISO URL, that means this is a location where ISO file is located. And uh, the Windows username password will be Vagrant username and password, default username password this. And the guest OS tab will be Windows 2012 underscore 64. And the disk size will be 61 gig for the build image. That is a default setting. You can go less, or you can go up. The floppy files, these are supported files, and these files has to be there in that location, and that location, so that Packer can read all the configuration file from this folder and build a image for you. So we can go all those files, and we'll see what contents are hold by these or those files. And this box going to be built with 2 gig RAM. This is for memory. and 4 CPU uses CPU by default. And once all the process get completed, the Vagrant generate a output in format of Windows 2012 .box format on the same location. So this is file required for the Packer. So this, let's close it, and let's see the answer file. So the answer file is nothing but a, but a answer for each and every question that is prompt during the Windows 2012 installation. If you install manually Windows 2012, it is going to ask so many questions, so many, it is going to so many asking so many inputs, and you have to provide all the inputs like username, password, what will be the time zone, your region, and mouse configuration, and all the things. And this is a answer file of the of with all the answer that is going to ask by Windows 2012 during the installation process. So we can, we can you can go and check each and every process. So I'm showing all major things that has content. Label, it is Windows 2012, the label Windows 2012, and uh, the it is going to be installed the Vagrant administrator. And this is a product key. If you have the product key, enter your product key here. Your machine will be a licensed machine for your organization or yourself. I don't have any product key, so I'm using the evaluation copy. So this is this comments these lines are commented, so it is going to install my machine with with the evaluation version. So this is another things, and the value will be, like the partition. Look at here, partition will be false, and components, uh, uh, the language, what is going to be a your language. For me it is en underscore us. So you can define your preferred language or the region. And you can see it is configuring a administrator password. So the password will be Vagrant, and this user account will be part of the local local admin group on the server. So these are few configuration setting or answer the questions in the answer key. So you can go ahead and you can add, you can remove, or you can modify the answer key according your requirement. So this answer key is going to be configured during the build process with with Packer. So it is going to be update Windows update.ps file, installing Windows Update. If you don't want to be Windows Update, you can disable it and you can enable it if you want, and you can give the time zone. So I am giving the time zone Pacific Standard Time. You can give any name. The computer name will be Vagrant hyphen 2012. So this setting, these are a few settings. You can remove, you can modify, you can add according a requirement. But Packer will look at this template file or answer file to build your image or machine image. Let's close it. So in the script folder, you can see a bunch of the script is there. I'm not going to explain each and every script. You can download the complete folder, and you can, you can go and look at the script, what is your requirement, what is useful for your environment, and keep add in the 2012 2012 um, uh, template or JSON file, Windows 2012 JSON folder uh, in that location. So currently I am using the for the script has to be run. during the Windows update or during the Windows build process uh, with Packer. So let's execute it. Let's do it right now. So the first thing is Packer is there, right? So go to that location where you downloaded the files from the GitHub account, and okay, and build a image Windows image based on the JSON template. Windows underscore 2012 is a JSON template, and with template the Packer is going to build a image for us. You may you may encounter a couple of the error during the build process, but once you started to building the process, it is going to be a seamless process for your for your machine image. So if you face any problem or encounter any problem, look at the error message and try to resolve it. We encounter a problem where it is saying that the template file or cache file is already there. So I just deleted old cache file and started it again. So now it is getting uh, it is getting built up. So look at here. uh, a build image are getting ready for me. So you can see all the steps here that is getting executed, and you can see live things what is going on. So look at here. The command is running on PowerShell, and the it is getting executed on the on the other window. So currently it is getting file ready for the installation 20%, and let's wait it to be completed. But you will see, like, by using this options. So this is the options in the location. So if you go in line number 9, if you say hat less equal to true, the Windows or Windows machine or image build process will run under the background. You will not see in GI mode what is running currently. If you make it false, so then you will be able to see what is the process running on the image machine. So currently it is getting downloaded by 52%. So let's wait it to complete it, and once it get completed, it is going to take a couple of the reboot machine, and finally it will generate a box, image box for us. Then we can import that box into the Vagrant, and we can launch our Windows machine. So let's wait it to get it completed, and we will see all the live demonstration, how to manage your Windows machine with the help of the Vagrant. So guys, when I did first time Windows machine build with the help of the Packer, I encountered so many problem, but 99% problem is self explanation problem. So if you read out the error message very carefully, you can fix it yourself, or you can take help from the Google, or obviously you can write a mail if you encounter any problem. But this is a tested solution. If you follow the same step according the video, you will be able to launch your Windows machine. So it is getting restarted. So let's see here. So your machine is ready, is getting ready. So you will see that everything is getting automated. You are not giving any information manually. So it is getting information from your answer file, from your PowerShell script, from your command line script. So this is the best options to build your Windows machine with help of the Packer and Vagrant. Okay, so it is almost done. Your machine is done. Now Packer is taking care the artifact and exporting the the box machine so that you can use in the Vagrant, or you can use anywhere. So it will take some time, because generating the artifact and creating the output for the Windows box, it takes some time. Okay, after the long process, the box successfully created. The virtual box image has been created for Windows 2012. So the outcome is Windows 2012 underscore virtualbox dot box. So you can see the file is there. Here, this is a file, and this file is ready to use for any for anywhere. So let's import this box image into the Vagrant, so that we can use in our Vagrant file. So let's do it. How we can do it? So that is a command. We can go ahead and we can add the box. So we can say IIS. So this command is going to add or import the Windows image box, Windows underscore 2012 underscore virtual box, into the 2012 standard underscore IIS. So uh, let's do it, and once it get completed, we can use 2012 standard underscore IS box image, or box name in our Vagrant file to launch a Windows machine. So it is getting processed. So let's complete it. Create another location for Windows machine. So this is a file. This is a Vagrant file I'm going to use to launch Windows machine. So okay, it has been created. So let's see box list on this machine. So you can see we just added one machine called 2012 underscore uh, 2012 standard hyphen IIS. Uh, Based on that uh, machine, based on the build image that is created by Packer. So let's use that machine in the Vagrant file, and we can go ahead and do uh, Vagrant up command. So here, if we look at just give the box VM name which we created, and keep everything like this and make attention on line number 26. Line number 26 is going to be provision or install the .NET during the Vagrant up process. Along with it is going to install the IIS on line number 27, and line number 28 going to going to configure the RDB so that we can launch this machine from our local machine by using MSPSC. So this is a these files I'm using has a provision script, and once the Vagrant machine is ready, it is going to be ready with PowerShell, not PowerShell but IS along with .NET. So let's do it. So I'm not going to explain this Vagrant file. We have talked a lot in our previous video, but in this video, in this demonstration, I'm installing the .NET, I'm installing the IS, and I'm enabling the remote desktop. So these are script here. You can download the script from the GitHub account. So these are script to install the IS, to install the .NET, and enable the RDB. So let's do it. So my Vagrant my Vagrant file is located here. So if I go here, if I say Vagrant up, it is going to be up my Windows machine and giving me the machine with installation of the .NET and IIS based on the Packer image which we created in just moment. So your machine is getting ready with all the required parameters, with the with pre-boot VM customization, along with remote Windows Win remote management, Win RM, and you can see it is going to set up the setting up the host name. So I believe that in another 4 to 5 minutes, your machine will be ready with the IS and .NET pre-configured or pre-installation. Uh, so currently, it is setting up the host name for the Windows machine. It is taking the host name information from the Vagrant file and setting up on the Windows server, on Windows 2012 server. So now you can see here the it is started to run the script in the on the server. The first script is running the installation.net. So .net has been successfully installed, and now it is running the is.PowerShell script to install the is on Windows 2012 server. So uh, so it is picking up the script one by one and get it completed uh, before going to the next one. The IIS, and it is configuring all the uh, uh, features which we define in the PowerShell. So you can see here it is mentioning that does it required restart? No, and it is a output for IIS PowerShell script. Okay, so your machine is ready to use. So let's verify Vagrant status. We are getting the Windows machine status, and now it is saying that your Windows machine is running. So do let's connect this machine. So how we can connect a Windows machine? So it is RDP, Vagrant RDP, and remember that we choose the default username is user, and password is like default user is a Vagrant and password is a Vagrant. So you can see here, if I type Vagrant, okay, okay, your machine is ready and I'm able to connect your machine. Let's verify the is and .net installed or not. So first thing, we have to verify the is. So if I go inet mgr, if I click on it, Okay, I successfully installed. I can see default, default website created, and if I browse it, so I will be able to access AIS default page. So uh, we successfully able to build, run, and provision Windows machine with help of the Vagrant. So now you can see with the power of the Vagrant, you are you are maintaining a Windows environment without a lot of effort. Now this build image is ready. You can upload this build image on the Vagrant hub, or you can distribute across multiple locations. They can use your build image in the Vagrant, and they can deploy your customized Windows machine without any effort, and it is completely automated way. We are not we are not included or involved in the manual piece of installation. So for this video, that's all, and thanks for watching. I will see you for the next video, and the next video will be on how to manage a AWS instance with the Vagrant. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.